Hi there. My name is Chelsea. Today I'm going to be talking about speech generating devices. First of all, the device and speech generating device that we use most commonly in my center is TouchChat. It's an application that goes for about $150. We use it on all of our iPads at my center, which I work. And one of the best aspects of it is that even with a single application, you can create a ton of different what they call are they're just different avenues. They're called vocabs, so that you can create different vocabs. So different children can use the same application, and they can be rotated on different computers, or iPads. So I'm going to start off by showing you a basic version that comes with the TouchChat itself. So as you can see, it has a variety of different avenues that you can start at. So for instance, you can start in I want. And that then, as you could hear, repeats out loud, I want. And then there's even further you can go: to play, to eat, to drink. So for example, I want to drink, and then the child is then able to go even further. Juice. And then
I want to drink juice.
I want to drink juice. So then the TouchChat application repeats back exactly what the child wants. So of course, when starting out with this application, we always start out with a single icon. So as you can see here, we have 4 different icons that the child can then start with, and then it branches off into new avenues. When we're starting out with a child in TouchChat, we start with one basic. So it's generally a highly preferred item. A lot of times we see things such as the iPad being used, or even some edibles, so M&Ms or gummies. So you start out with a man training session with a single icon that the child then presses, just one icon, press Cheerios, repeats back Cheerios. The staff then says, I want Cheerios, delivers the Cheerio immediately upon the child requesting. So a lot of times what we see is the children get very quick at understanding that contingency of press this button, Cheerio, receive Cheerio. So another thing that I really love about this application is, although these aren't very specific, the staff members using this application can go in and take pictures of the exact item that the child is playing with in that moment. So let me show you one specifically that a child has used before. So right here, these are this child's exact items that they like. The little bits, Cheerios, different rooms, the banana, all items which are very specific to the child. So what's really nice is it shows you the exact picture. Child then presses that picture and then receives that item. So one of the other things that I really love about TouchChat is the way that it can go into all these different avenues. So it also has social items. So hello.
Hello.
Hello. There's also goodbye, and even I feel. So then it can go as far as I feel happy, sad, I feel good, sick, and then even going further into sick, my head hurts, I need a doctor. There's so many different places that this application can take you. I have seen many children use the I feel upset, or I'm mad, and they have told their staff member using a TouchChat, which has been really, really beneficial for that child to articulate how they're feeling. So again, within this area, there's also categories. So there are places. This is a very common one that we see at my work. Different places, we have different rooms. The child then can say, I want gym, or I want playroom, I want snack room, all of those things. They can get very specific, and we as staff members take exact pictures of those places and transfer them onto the TouchChat in that moment, which is also really beneficial because the child's wants and needs change regularly. So throughout the day, staff are able to upload, change those pictures, and it will always repeat back to the child what it is that they want. I want to play with my ball. Throw it. So it can get very, very specific. Of course, you don't necessarily start that way. You build up to that. But that's one of the most exciting parts of Touch Chat is that there's so much room for expansion using it. Start with a single icon. Before you know it, 4, 6, you can go into the I want and create entire sentence frames. So overall, I think this is a great application to use for a child. And considering it's $150, it can be relatively affordable for some families. And like I mentioned, even within a single, let me see if this will, there we go. Even within a single application, you can then create a lot of different Touch Chat versions. So like I said, we have multiples at our center, and lots of children interchange them, and they can be changed throughout the day and throughout the week and even further. So it's really nice to create those. Some of the children have Touch Chats that they have on their home iPads. They then have one that also created a vocab, as they call it, for home, and then again for at school. So they have 2 different vocabs, one that they use in each environment that they're in, which is nice. And then also families can then request to have pictures of staff, pictures of the center. It's really nice to have that overlap. So overall, I think it's a really great application. I've seen it do wonders of really branching that gap between a Touch Chat and a speech generating device. And we've had children start with this, and then eventually we've been able to fade out a Touch Chat so that the child could then use their language. And it's great for really promoting that emerging language with some of our kiddos. So thanks for watching.